Hello, and welcome to Lion Credit and Capital. My name is Charles Johnson. I'm the President of Sales and Marketing. I want to welcome you to this overview. First and foremost, you're probably saying, who is Lion Credit and Capital? Where we're a business solutions company. We help small, medium, and large-sized businesses get the funding they need to monetize their business. We have 2 offices in Riverside, California and Sandy, Utah, but we operate in all 50 states. We're also members of good standing in our local chambers of commerce, active business groups, business banking groups. If you want more information, review the whole website at www.lioncreditcapital.com. So let's talk about what we do here at Lion Credit and Capital. Like I said, our main business is we help business clients get money. We're not a bank or a credit union, but what we do is we act as funding consultants, teaching business owners where they can actually qualify and go for the money that they need. Now, LCC is basically more of like a non-traditional lender. In other words, we can loan money just like any bank, credit union, or other lending institution, but we also have alternative financing for what we call non-conforming loans. In other words, those people that can't go to the bank to get a loan, we have a way of helping them. Because what we do is we evaluate a business's strengths rather than their weaknesses. And once we know what the strength of that business is, then because of our underwriting expertise, we can take that business owner to some place where he has a better than 80% chance of getting a loan. We also can help them get loans in different categories like credit cards, equipment loans, merchant capital, operating capital, SBA, real estate with either commercial or residential, venture capital, and of course incorporation services. For more details, check out the website at lioncreditandcapital.com. So you say, okay, well that all sounds good, but what's in it for me? Why would I even care about that? Well, what we're offering you here is an opportunity to be part of our referral partner program and become a district manager with the opportunity to earn some excellent full-time income, but only working part-time. You see, right now we're on a hunt right now. We're like the talent scouts. We're looking for those stars out there that would love to make unlimited income and have the opportunity to grow with our business. Well, let me ask you a question. Maybe you're not aware of this, but 84% of the businesses out there need more money to build their business. But unfortunately, the banks are so tight right now that over 89% of the people that apply for a loan are getting turned down. So what that means is it creates a horrible headache for the business owners, because one of the main reasons that most businesses fail within their first 1 to 4 years is they just don't have enough capital to stay afloat or to grow or to get bigger. So our mission here at Lion Credit and Capital is to show those business owners that there are opportunities, there are other ways other than traditional banking where they might be able to get the capital they need to monetize their business, to stay in business, and also have a chance to develop what we call real business credit. And we'll talk more about that later. So why would all of this be important to you? Well, if you were to become a district manager with our program, you'd have a huge opportunity. Understand that opportunity is always embraced when the market is down and you can provide a solution. And right now, major banks are not loaning the money to small businesses like they did in the past. So an alternative lender like Lion Credit and Capital has a great opportunity to actually grab a great market share and actually do some great business with people. And let's face it, money never goes out of style. People are always going to need money. So if you can be the person going out to give money, you've got a great opportunity to make sales. I always like to tell people that we have the second best product on the planet. And most of the time people will say, well, what's the first? And I said, air. But I know this, if you have air and you're walking this planet, you're going to need money, because all dreams require one thing, funding. So if we can provide funding and we can teach you how to show people how to provide funding, you have an excellent opportunity to earn a nice 5 or 6 figure income, either part-time or full-time with our company. So what would you have to do? Because that's always the question. Well, the money might be good, but what do I have to do? Well, first and foremost, you need to apply and then have an opportunity to get approved for our basic training. After you finish your basic training, which isn't very hard, you would be assigned to an account manager that would continue to work with you, teach you how to market the program, teach you how to make sales, et cetera, et cetera. And then, of course, because you're independent, you have an opportunity to work your hours your way. That's great. And what we're going to do is we're going to teach you how to make contact with the right people, either in the business banking arena, business owners, attend local or national business networking groups. Anywhere where there are business people congregating, you have an excellent opportunity to make money, and you have an opportunity to use all types of tools in order to get their attention. And then, of course, as you go through being a district manager, you're going to have an opportunity to become an account manager and make even more money and actually have your own team. So there's a great need for expansion. We're really just getting started right now, getting ready to go national in terms of this program. So for the right person, it's a wonderful, wonderful opportunity. So a lot of times people say, okay, I know I'm going to get paid, but first of all, how does your company make money? Well, Line Credit and Capital gets paid in a variety of ways, either a percentage or a flat fee that is either earned from the lender for bringing them a client or from the client for actually achieving the service. And then, of course, we have credit education, enhancement, incorporation, and those are types of services that you get a percentage of that business as well. But the main thing you need to understand about Line Credit and Capital is we only get paid for helping people get funded. So the more people we fund, the more money you get paid, the more money the company makes. You say, okay, well, how much money could I potentially earn? Well, I don't like to do pie in the sky things, but let's just do some what I call very basic things and see how that would add up. Now, first and foremost, if you talk to a client, it might take you a half an hour, 45 minutes to talk to a client, and let's figure we can actually help them, and they say, okay, we'll sign a consulting agreement. And it's about a $250 to $350 where they put in some money, because obviously we want them to put some money in so we know that they have some skin in the game, and because they're going to pay for our time and services for going out and finding money. Well, regardless of what that is, you'd make a $100 signing bonus. And of course, if you sign 3, 4, 5 of those a week, that could be some pretty good money. That keeps your car in gas, or it's a lot better than flipping burgers, if you will. Then, of course, the main money is made. You can earn a 40% commission of whatever's paid to your account manager, and we'll talk about that on the next slide. And then we have some incremental businesses like our business credit program, where we sell a program that helps people become compliant, make their business more credit worthy, and how to develop real business credit. There's usually somewhere between a $500 to $1,000 commission, of which you can earn $200 or $400 of. And then, of course, there are clients that have less than perfect credit and would like to improve it. We have the ability to help them do that, and depending on whatever the commission or service fees are, you can earn 40% of that. So let's talk about what that could really look like in terms of dollars. Now, our average client typically will borrow somewhere between $50,000 and $250,000. So let's just use $100,000 as an example. So let's say you talk to a business client, we got them approved. They said they were looking for that $100,000 loan, and so you got them to sign the consulting agreement. So you make $100 for that. And then, of course, depending on what the percentage of that particular loan is, we would pay the account manager 60%. You would make 40% just for referring. So in this case, it'd be, say, $960. And then, of course, normally we sell them a business credit program to keep them in shape, to show them how to earn more money, get more money later down the road. And then, of course, a lot of people need personal credit enhancement as well. So you'll make a percentage of that. So if we just use the low figures, let's say you had a client that decided they wanted the $100,000 loan, and we got them all these various services, it could add up to about $1,800. Now, what I want you to understand is it would probably only take about 2, maybe 3 hours of your time total to make this money. So let's just say it took you 2 hours to do it. Well, that's $900 an hour. And let's say it took you 3. Well, that'd be $600 an hour. Or what if it took you 4? That's about $450 an hour. You see, I don't know any other part-time job that pays that kind of money, and that doesn't include production bonuses, which you can talk about to us about later, or talk to your account manager. So what would the next step be for you? Very simply, let's see if you're one of the stars we're looking for. Complete the contact information. We'll set you up an appointment for a personal interview, get all your questions answered, cross some T's, dot some I's, and if we accept you, then you complete the rest of the paperwork. We go over the basic training, and then once you're finished with basic training, we assign you to an existing account manager, and you're off and running and making money. The good part is we pay weekly, and we pay other bonuses monthly, so there's an excellent opportunity to earn money on the fly. So this has only been a brief overview of what we're looking for and what you could possibly do. But what I like to just say is, on behalf of my partner, Leo Canal, and myself, we hope that you'll decide to become a part of our winning team. Because one thing we know here, at Line Credit and Capital, you're going to get paid what you're worth, not what the job pays. So complete the online application. Let's get started. Thank you for your attention, and God bless.